Dr. Price, you recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and I want to thank you for holding this hearing. I want to thank the witnesses. I apologize for not being here for the entire portion of the hearing. I was able to read some of the testimony before. Our friends on the other side talk about the NLRB and say, well, why are we having all these hearings? 17 hearings on the NLRB. Why on earth would we be doing that? Well, to quote my good friend, these are actually, quote, key issues that affect workers. What we're trying to do is to build the middle class, is to make certain that jobs are being created out there across the economy. And so when we see activities and rulings and decisions by the NLRB that actually harm job creation, decrease economic vitality in this country, then it's incumbent upon us to have hearings and talk about it and educate our colleagues and the American people about what's going on in this administration. Mr. Duffield, I have been really impressed with the remarkable success of the franchisee business. Each and every day, hardworking entrepreneurs across this country go to work. They provide for their families. They offer jobs to the community, and they create, again, that much-needed economic growth in our communities. For years, franchisee owners have had a degree of regulatory certainty that they could rely upon in building their business. However, as many of us believe, this joint employer ruling will throw all that to the wind. I want to ask you, how does this ruling affect the value of franchisee business, and could this ruling effectively end the franchisee business model?
I think that is a serious risk. As we've heard already from Ms. Monson and Ms. Penwalla and Mr. Eilers, if the franchisor is going to be held responsible for the unfair labor practices in a workforce where they are not involved, they are going to have to get involved. They're going to want to be there and provide some oversight. That's going to increase their costs, and it's going to affect their business model. On the franchisee side, Ms. Penwalla has testified several times today that the reason she got into this business is because she's got an entrepreneurial spirit about her. And if that gets taken away from her because somebody else is coming in and looking over her shoulder, I think fewer and fewer minority business owners are going to want to embark on that endeavor.
Mr. Freeman just told us that nothing about this ruling is, quote, radical or new, unquote. Your opinion? I disagree.
I think this could radically change the economic landscape for not only just franchisors, but lots of other industries. We focused a lot today on the franchisor-franchisee context and industry, but I think the implications here expand much broader than just that. We're looking at staffing agencies. He's talked about the temp services situation. We're looking at contractor, subcontractor situations. Lots of other industries other than just franchisors and franchisees. Yeah,
we would agree. And goodness knows the economy needs to be helped, not harmed. And so many of us believe that this is actually harmful. If McDonald's is a joint employer, is anybody not a joint employer?
Right.
Ms. Monson, I appreciate your comments. You also said that there was no positive outcome that you could see coming from this joint employer ruling. Why do you think they're moving forward with this?
I believe that this is an attempt to help build union membership.
Pretty stark, isn't it?
Yes.
I have a gentleman in my district, in the 6th District of Georgia, who owns 23 franchised restaurants. He's been communicated with our office. He doesn't want his name to be divulged because of some other concerns we've had about the administration punishing folks that step up and express their concerns. But he's been extremely concerned and petrified with what this joint employer ruling would do to his business. He started with one franchise and grew it into 23 stores. Why do you think so many franchise owners from my district and across this country are concerned about the potential fallout from the decisions that the NLRB General Counsel has made as it relates to McDonald's and the franchisee joint employers?
Franchisees around the country are fearful of losing their independence, having the value of their franchise decrease. Every person who owns a business today plans to sell it at some point in the future or pass it on to their family, and they don't want to see valuations decline because of this increased risk and change in the law.
Mr. Chairman, what we have here is a red flag being waved in front of the country that says this is going to harm job creation. It's going to harm businesses across this country. It's time to stop this ruling. Thank you.